Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to transplant strawberry crowns. If you purchased your strawberries from us through our permakits or just the strawberries, then you would receive it in a bag like this. So I'm going to show you how what to do when you receive this bag. We try to ship them moist, spraying them with this spray, but we've also added some soil there, poured some water. So if there's some spilling that occurs during the transport to your place, I'm so sorry, but we just did the best that we could to make sure that these guys arrived alive. You will find 5 bundles or crowns of strawberries in each bag. I want to get a bag that has, this one's probably a good example, and the reason that I'm choosing this one is I don't want to give you guys the small, the ones with the small roots. But here is one crown of a strawberry, one strawberry plant. This top here, I wonder if you can see with the light, is called the crown, and the bottom is called the root. So the top is called the crown and the bottom is the root, and this is the illustration to show you how you eventually want your strawberries to look like when they're in the soil. You want the crown just above the soil, and you want all of the root down below the ground. So how do you prepare your strawberries? Take one at a time. Take one bundle or one root crown. While you're waiting and preparing your soil, I would put it in a glass of water just to keep moist and not to wither away. I mean, hopefully as soon as you get your strawberries, you can plant them. And you don't necessarily need to plant them outdoors because it's still snowing outside in some areas of the States. It's still the ground is still frozen, but you do need to transplant them into pots and not leave them in the bag until the weather turns warmer. So you can transplant them into tiny pots, which is what I'm going to do today. And we've sent you, if you were on our Crate Joy subscription and you've received permakits from us in the past, we've sent you these in the past. You can reuse this. You can use whatever jar, pot, the bigger the pot, the better. The reason I'm using this is because I know as soon as the weather, the freeze that we're experiencing right now in the middle of October, lightens up, I will be in the garden planting these again, and I know these pots will keep them safe and sound if I neglect to plant them in a week's time or 2. We'll also be giving you grow bags, and the grow bags are great for growing out a plant that does not need a lot of water. Now strawberries do need a lot of water, or it's also great in growing out just seed starting, because the fabric bags are breathable. They tend to leach out the water. The water evaporates more quickly from them. So if ever I use them, I put them inside a bigger plastic pot like this. So I put the grow bag in here and then something underneath, because the grow bag is super porous. The water will leach right out of it, and I always want my plant to be sitting in water, especially in a dry climate like this. So that's the trick for the grow bags. And if you intend to put your strawberries in the grow bags, which you most certainly can, you can put them, if you are if they're waiting to be planted outside, you can put all these 5 bundles in one pot. Especially these are tiny. You're just wanting to make sure that they grow and they're still alive. These baby plants are still alive. You can put them all in one of those grow bags or 2 of those grow bags. You can subdivide them. You can use the grow bags for the seeds if you want to, but the grow bags are just a holding place for you to eventually put them out in the soil. Can you plant the grow bags directly into the soil? You can, but if it's strawberries especially, and you want those strawberries to root out and send runners throughout your garden, the grow bag is going to impede the growth of those roots. Eventually, in about 3 years, if the grow bag is enclosed in soil, then the grow bag will deteriorate. But if it's not, then it's going to be really impeding that root development within the soil. So that's our experience, but we wanted to send you the grow bags just all the same because they're easy, they're portable. They're fabric, made of, ours are root pouches, so they're made of recycled plastic bottles and fiber, natural fibers, so they are semi-degradable, and as long as they're surrounded in soil within 3 years, they will degrade into the soil, including the plastic that has been already processed into that fiber. So enough of that, the grow bag part. That's specifically for those who are in our Permakit subscription box, since they'll be receiving this. Now that we've talked a lot and this thing is ready to go, we filled up a little pot with soil. What kind of soil do we use? So we have, out of desperation, because it was so frozen, we couldn't get our compost out, bought Miracle Grow brand organic soil. Now, it's great that they're doing organic soil, but the soil that we received in the bags is very brown and very bone dry and has no life in it. So what I did is, a lot of my houseplants, I sacrificed some of my houseplants and their soil, and I know that their soil has worms in them. And this is soil for my houseplant. So it still has roots, which is fine, but you know that your soil is good if you see creepy crawlies in it, if you look at it and it's chocolate cake crumbly. That's the kind of consistency, and it's chocolate as in black or super, super dark brown, not light brown.